These are all the tools I've purchased over my last 5 years as being a carpenter. And one by one, I'm gonna add up the price of every single one of them and work out what I've spent on my tools. Just before we start, just have a guess on how much you think all this is worth. And it's gonna be a bit of an unfair guess because we got that many tools stacked down here behind other tools, batteries on top of batteries. Have a guess what you think this is worth. These are the newest additions to my tool collection. Still in the box, I got myself a lawnmower, blower, inverter, and this is all for the price of $12.49. So they're my newest tools. These ones are my oldest tools, my Milwaukee combo kit. From that, I've still got my reciprocating saw, my 18-volt drill, my grinder, a handheld torch, 3 18-volt 5-amp batteries, a charger for those batteries, and a Milwaukee radio. Sadly, those tools just sit in the shed. I cannot tell you the last time I've used them. Hopefully one day I can find someone to give them to. The tools that I use daily, and I've spent combined over $10,000 on, are my DeWalt tools. Now, I don't have $10,000 worth of them now. I spent a combined 10 grand because I bought some, had them stolen, and bought more. But I'm gonna add up what I have left. So firstly, I do have my drill and impactor, 2 tools that I use almost every single day. I've also got 2 impact wrenches. We got the smaller one, which I use occasionally, and I don't think I've ever actually used this larger one, which is worth $439. I've got my DeWalt 54-volt saw, which I use daily. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. That's been put into retirement. I now use my 40-volt saw daily. The Makita saw has a blade for timber. My DeWalt saw has a ceramic blade for cutting cement sheets. Back to the DeWalt 54 range, I've also got this grinder here, my reciprocating saw, and my 54-volt rotary hammer drill. I'm definitely gonna need a bigger shelf for this video. Back to the 18-volt, we got my oscillating tool, jigsaw, router, orbital sander, 2 blowers, not actually sure why I've got 2, torch, planer, battery framing gun, battery fixing gun, I've got a pneumatic framer, a battery pump, my radio, a vacuum cleaner. In terms of chargers and batteries, I've got a double charger, even though one of them is broken, a fast charger, which I think is almost broken. It sounds loud when it's on. And of course, I've got a ton of DeWalt batteries. And I'm actually missing quite a few. I think they must be in my co-worker's car. Actually, I almost forgot about my DeWalt lasers too. Actually, I should say lasers. Forgot this one as well. We're getting into some of the bigger tools now. This is my DeWalt bench. So if you've been following my videos, I do have a DeWalt battery saw, which goes to that bench. The problem is it broke, so it's currently getting fixed. We'll add the value of that saw here, but I don't have it to show you right now. It should be back in a few weeks. In the time frame though, I couldn't help myself. I bought myself a replacement Makita battery miter saw. And while we're talking about saws, here's my Festool track saw, and obviously the track that comes with it. Actually, I've still got my 185mm corded Makita saw, which I never use anymore, but I do use my 235 corded Makita saw and a corded Makita grinder. This is a 9" and 3/4 grinder. And I've got 2 40-volt batteries and a Makita charger. They're included in the price where I got that miter saw from. This is actually a pretty new pickup. This is my new compressor. It's basically silent. If you've heard these things go, they are bloody awesome. I'm glad I got it. I only got this because I downgraded in size so it fit in my van. And I gave away my old Ryobi compressor. And of course, the hose for the compressor. This is my very old, very beat up coil gun. And I've also got my Paslode brad nail gun. And talking about nail guns, I almost forgot my Paslode. This is my most used, almost daily used nail gun. Jeez, it's getting busy around me with tools and there's just so much stuff laying around. Got my 2.1 meter straight edge, 2 meter level, 1200 level, and my 600 level. And I almost forgot, I can't go anywhere without this. This is my buckaroo nail belt. And of course my titanium hammer that goes with it. This is my insane collection of tools that I use as a carpenter. I'm looking around in front of me right now and I've got pack-up boxes, shifters, clamps, hand saws, power boards, hammers. I've got so much other small tools like that. And I'm not even going to bother bringing all those up and counting them. There's so much random stuff laying around. So this is $22,000 worth of tools. That's including my other miter saw, which isn't in the picture right now. And you can just see how much stuff there is right now. You can't even see everything. Stuff stacked on top of everything, piled on top of everything. And I think it would be a few $1,000s up there if we included all these boxes, hand tools, pack-up boxes, everything to store all of these and all the hand tools I use every day. Couldn't talk high enough about being a carpenter. It's a great trade to do, but when you have a look at how much you spend on tools and other things you can spend that money on, it gets a bit overwhelming.